Good morning, everyone. I'm so pleased to see so many of you back here today. We had an incredible day yesterday, and I have no doubt that the conversation, the debate, and the controversy will continue. So again, thank you all for coming back. I want you to remember to join the discussion using the hashtag food tank, and remind you all that this is a conference focused on solutions. Yesterday, we heard from a lot of different speakers, and I just want to highlight a few of the points we heard. For example, we heard from Alexander Mueller from Teeb Ag Food, who spoke about the need for accounting for all of the externalities, both positive and negative, that come from food production. We heard from Dana Gunders of the Natural Resources Defense Council, who talked about the importance of raising awareness about what is lost when food is wasted. It's not just the food that's wasted, but fuel, water, and the labor that goes into producing that food. And we heard from innovators who are really working to stop food waste before it starts. Last night, we heard from two members of Congress, Congresswoman Shelley Pingree, who you'll hear from later today, as well as the head of the House Ag Committee, Mike Conaway, about the need for more bipartisan collaboration on the Hill around food and ag legislation. And we heard from you, experts in the audience and via social media, who really challenged our speakers to think bigger, better, and do more to help alleviate hunger, obesity, poverty, food loss and food waste, inequality and conflict around food issues. We hope that the innovations and solutions that we are highlighting here will get more attention, more research, and ultimately more funding and investment. I want to take a moment to welcome our online audience. If you have questions for our speakers, please submit them to questions@foodtank.com. Email me personally at danielle@foodtank.com, and again, tweet using the hashtag foodtank. We want to thank American University again and our many sponsors and partners who have shared their projects and their knowledge with us for this DC Summit. Again, it's a long list, but I just want to recognize them again. The breakfast you had this morning was generously provided by Panera Bread and Vigilante Coffee. The Almond Board of California, Annie's, the Barilla Center for Food and Nutrition, Blue Apron, Chaya DC, Chipotle, Cliff Bar, Conflict Cuisine, Driscoll's, Edible DC, Elevation Burger, Fair Trade USA, Beefsteak and Chef Jose Andres, Farmer's Fridge, the Food and Environment Reporting Network, the Global Environmental Politics Program of the School of International Service at American University, Greener Media, Inner Press Service, Leafware, Nyman Ranch, Organic Valley, Republic of Tea, and Veg Fund. It's a long list. Thanks to them all for being here and for really helping us put this summit together. I also want to thank the moderators of today's panels. Devin Henry does amazing writing about energy and the environment for The Hill. The amazing Allison Aubrey from NPR is a great friend to Food Tank, and I'm so pleased she can be here. Jane Black, who encourages us all to eat, drink, and think with her website and articles for the New York Times and the Washington Post. Fabiola Ortiz dos Santos, who writes great stories about health, human rights, and gender for Inner Press Service. And one of my favorite writers in DC, Jason Huffman, is the lead editor on food and agriculture from Politico. Just a reminder, we have asked our moderators and our speakers to make sure that these are discussions. Again, no canned speeches, there are no PowerPoints. We want real debate and dialogue. I know I lectured you all a lot yesterday about the questions, but it's really important that we keep these questions short so that we can get as many as possible. We weren't really able to turn to our online audience yesterday to take questions, so keep them short. State your name, your organization, and just 30 seconds or less to ask a real question with a question mark at the end if we can, instead of a mini speech. Again, just a really packed schedule, amazing speakers. We want to hear from all of you, so try to keep it short. I also want to encourage everyone to really embrace the spirit of this summit. I think it's clear that one of the main themes that's emerging is, the idea of breaking down silos and expanding the conversation, beyond the people you already know agree with you. Please seek out people at the breaks and at lunch or who are sitting next to you that make you uncomfortable and ask them questions, learn from them. We want to create this dialogue, and if we're only talking to each other, we're not going to learn anything. I talked to Mel Coleman last night, who's a farmer, and he said if we're all just talking to each other, it's like, we're just breathing in our own exhaust. And so I just want to make it clear that we need to think beyond our own sort of limitations and really get beyond, our own opinions and really seek out the thoughts of others. So I'll quit lecturing you now.